Hi, this is Grayson, outdoor explorer turned kid reporter for Minnesota's State Parks and Trails, Kids on the Scene. We're here in Minnesota's Interstate State Park to learn about the potholes. That's right, potholes. To get the scoop, we're here with naturalist Jenny Webster from Interstate State Park. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Grayson. Nice to meet you and welcome to Interstate State Park.
Thanks. This seems like a nice park, but you have a pothole problem, huh?
Actually, it's not a problem at all. Our glacier potholes are very special, and geologists, or people who study rocks, come from all over the world just to check out the spot where we are today.
That seems worth exploring. Can you guide us?
I certainly can. They're just this way. Let's go check it out.
Are you ready to hit an ancient pothole? Let's go see what we can see. Whoa! Are these some of the potholes that you were talking about?
These are. You found some of our first potholes, and these are actually some of our smaller potholes here.
Well, that doesn't look small. Is that the 60-foot one?
No, not yet. We're not quite there yet. But it is a pretty neat spot to check out.
Whoa.
If you feel the sides are very, very smooth.
Wow.
One of my favorite spots over in the park is just ahead of us. It's called the Squeeze, and it's a spot where frost has cracked the rock apart, and you should be able to just squeeze through it. Do you want to try?
Sure.
All right.
I think I can tell why they call it the Squeeze.
Glad we both made it out.
So, we're here at the world-famous glacial potholes of Minnesota's Interstate State Park. Jenny is here to tell us more. Jenny, what's this one called?
This pothole is actually called the Bottomless Pit, and it's 60 feet deep. In fact, it's the deepest explored pothole in the world.
60 feet? That's taller than me.
That's actually about 15 of you, Grayson.
Impressive. Do other places in the world have potholes?
Yes, there are other places in the world that have potholes. If you have the right conditions, like giant sheets of ice called glaciers that melt into rushing rivers, you get something much like this pothole here.
So how many potholes are here in this park?
Well, a lot of these potholes have been filled in over the years. But to our best guess, we think that there are over 200 potholes in the park here.
Wow. So you said that you need an ancient glacier to make a hole in the ground. Why is that?
Well, actually, it's not to make a hole in the ground, it's to make a hole in solid rock.
Rock?
Yeah, that's exactly right. This hard rock called basalt was worn away by the action of water. And not just any water, water that melted from a glacier about 10,000 years ago. Now that glacier was north of us, and as it melted, part of it actually formed Lake Superior.
Lake Superior? I've been there. That's one of the biggest freshwater lakes in the whole world.
You're exactly right. Well, as that glacier was melting, we had a river of water that was coming through here, rushing far over our heads. When that water hit an uneven spot in the basalt rock, it swirled around, and if you add some sand and some rock to that, as this whirlpool or eddy was swirling around, it carved out the giant potholes that we see in the rock today.
So it's like a power drill?
Yeah, a little bit slower than that, but pretty close.
So do you know how long it took to make the bottomless pit?
We don't know. Those glaciers melted 10,000 years ago, so it's been less time than that. But we can't say for sure exactly how long it takes to make a pothole.
So what else did it carve out? Did the river carve out all the cliffs and stuff?
It did. A lot of the softer rock wore away as the river came through this area. And so it did help to carve out the channel where the St. Croix River flows today.
Water did all of that? Amazing!
Given enough time, water can do some pretty amazing things.
I can tell, but we're out of time for today. Thanks for showing us all the potholes, Jenny.
You're very welcome, Grayson. Come back anytime.
Reporting from the potholes of Minnesota's Interstate State Park, I'm kid reporter Grayson for Minnesota State Parks and Trails, Kids on the Scene. See you out and about.